and the team would really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Have a great
Y'all are heroes. Now, whatever solution after this task force comes up with a plan, we expect the same time frame on that.
You guys go with fear. 60 hours at a time.
True rock stars.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, let's.
It's awesome. Okay, who would have next, Mr. Whitson?
Thank you. And since you all want this all next step done in 3 days, I have a suggestion about the name of this task force. We ought to call it the A1A Resiliency Strike Team, because a strike team moves faster than a task force. So if we could do that, if that's all right with our partners, that would be my suggestion, and I'm ready to roll up my sleeves and get to work.
You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah,
As long as you get it done.
just do it.
All right. So we're going to have Mr. Hadid or what?
Are there others from the county that would like to speak? Our county partners in this too? I've been bothering Faith to death and all of the people there. So thank you, Faith.
Good evening, Faith Al-Khatib, County Engineer. It has been a great experience working together. I would like to thank FGT staff. They did an amazing job helping us open A1A in no time. Myself, I was really surprised when he told me Saturday he's opening his roadway in the evenings. Like, really? He said, yes. We'll make sure it's safe for the residents. It's time to move on with a long-term plan. We have to consider how to secure A1A, but also it's really very critical to look into saving our beaches and our dunes. With that said, this approach, we don't have much time to keep working and come up with a plan. We need to start acting and move forward with a solution. The Corps of Engineers are ready to move forward with their project, but also it's going to be a lot of coordination between us and between FGOT and, of course, with the city leadership. Thank you so much, and we always appreciate you.
Thank you, Faith.
Thank you, Faith.
Mr. Sullivan?
I agree with everything. Let's get moving.
Okay.
I just have one question, and Faith, while you're here, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to anyways.
Anyway.
I just from my own knowledge, where is the county at on the county's beach management plan? Are you all moving along with that, or is there an ETA on that?
We are moving along with the beach management plan. We already started certain tasks to work on it, to expedite it. At this time, we are working with FEMA, with GEP, to get more funding to move on and do renourishment project to keep moving forward to our 11.4 miles of Flagler County coastline. Our goal to do dredging operation to modify the existing permit. So we are really very excited about it. At this time, we are trying to do, as they call it, a bring in an emergency sand. Our residents, they don't have protection, so we are working with FEMA and DEP. DEP, very promising. They identify some funding to come in and do protection to restore our dunes. So we might get a few $millions coming up soon. The long-term plan within our beach management, yes, it's really going fast, and we're trying to expedite it. And again, unfortunately, with these two storms, but maybe these two storms help us getting more funding towards to do renourishment project. So it's perfect timing for us to proceed and move forward.
Got it. Yeah, I think our beach management plan, it took almost a decade or something, right, James?
Something like that.
Yeah, and so if there's any way to incorporate ours into yours, or however that works, I believe ours is complete and approved, if I remember right.
It is.
Okay.
Sure, we can take a look at it, and we try to combine these two management plans and have the same goals to proceed forward, yes.
And thank you.
Okay, Ms. Whitson. Anyone else?
Okay, the next items, I think we eliminated the need for several of them. Penny, you want to walk through that?
No, there's, since they have the road back open, there's not a need for any of them. We will need to implement or get a waiver approved for these when they come back to do the permanent repairs to the road.
Can we do it proactively? Can we say now that should a time come when front access to the businesses is no longer possible, we waive these things? Can we do that tonight?
I would prefer you wait, and that way we'll have an idea of time, and we can set a time period that it would be allowed, and if it's done sooner, we can sunset. If we need to extend it, we could.
Okay.
But the currently waivers you have in place are for the RVs in the homes of properties who got flooded so they can live in it. The waiver of the demolition fee for people that need to muck out and pull out their drywall. And there's one other.
Yeah.
They just can't, fence permits.
Okay.
But, so we're good for now.
Okay.
We still have some time on those, and we'll see how things are going. I may come back to you and ask you to extend that.
Okay, sounds good.
We're
That's
done.
it, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, that's it. Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I do have a question. Somebody called me today and asked me this, so let's do it in front of everybody. Instead of having everybody pile all their stuff in front of their house, would it be possible to get dumpsters at corners and have people?
That's, again, one of the things we're going to have to figure out when we get the designation from FEMA.
That's what
I don't
I
want to
thought the
move
answer
too
was.
fast on that. I think the answer is yes in both cases. However, it's going to take some coordination, and it depends on whether we get designated for federal reimbursement or not, as to how quickly we
I
can
figured that
accommodate
was the answer, but I.
Yes, that's
That
correct.
and the narrow roads, and I mean,
Yes.
you got to consider fire trucks and the garbage trucks still need to get down there, and that would require like ELS putting a dumpster in. So if your right of way isn't cleared out all the way, or you know,
Keep in mind, when people are pulling out their carpet, it's heavy. The thought of having to take it to the end of the street,
Oh, I know.
agony.
Well, I think it's pretty much already done, like
Right.
for the majority of what's going to come out.
Well, we do have snowbirds, so we know that there's going to be more come out as we go. So we are monitoring it, and we're aware of what's there at the moment, but we're hopeful that FEMA will move quickly. That action is at the state. So it's up to the state to make the request to FEMA for the designation, and we made our best case today in front of FEMA and the state when they came in.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. Commissioner Dance, I see you here, appreciate it. And Commissioner Sullivan and all the county folks. That's what we all need is cooperation and working together, and that's how we all get through this. So with that, have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
A second?
second.
Okay, we are now adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.